G'day legends. So today I'm going to be showing you how to actually set up your AI personal assistant so it is productive and useful towards you. So the thing about these AI softwares is they're really only as good as what they're trained off. So the knowledge that you give it. If you give it nothing at all, it's going to be like a toddler or a newborn baby and kind of like scrambling and maybe making stuff up and just trying to give you the right answers. So it's so important to actually train it on what you need to train it on. So to do this, I'm going to show you how I use MetaMic and how I trained him up, and you can pretty much do the exact same thing. So in Claude, you can head to the project section, which is over here. And you'll see there's a bunch of different projects that are lined up. So in here, I've got one for my art account, I've got one for my DJing, one for my personal brand, and then MetaMic. So MetaMic is the overarching assistant that helps me with pretty much everything. So if you click into MetaMic, you can then see all the different chats that I have within him. So all my clients have one. I've got Barbarian Brewing Co. We've got Pod Live. I've also got like structuring AI content strategy, creating a personal life Bible, Australian Survivor as a life goal. So you can see within MetaMic, there's all these different tabs that are for different things that I'm currently working on. Now, one of the flaws earlier in Claude was that each chat was kind of limited to all the information that's in there. But there was a recent update that allows the chats to now talk to each other and get information from each other. That for me has been like one of the biggest game changers that Claude has brought in, because now I don't need to worry about like just funneling all information into specific chats. I can I can reference chats from inside each other. So for example, if I created a client brief from Pod Live, and then I wanted to do a similar one for a new client, instead of having to copy everything from there and put it across, I can just be in the new client and be like, hey, please reference the brief that we made for Pod Live while creating this one. And it can go and see exactly how we did that. So on the right here, you will see there is a file section. And this is kind of like the brain of the assistant or the project that you're in. So you can attach documents into here, and this is where it will pull all the information that it needs to reference whatever it's trying to do. So if we're creating an AI assistant, what's the best thing to do? The best thing to do is to create a document, which I like to call a life Bible. Now this life Bible has all the information relevant to you and what you want the assistant to help you with. So using me as a reference, I've got my art account, I've got good ideas, the business, I've got my personal content, all these different bits and pieces. So I want a life Bible that has information relevant to all those different pieces. So you can kind of make it like very custom to you. And then once you make the life Bible, all you have to do is upload it to this file section here. And then every chat that you're talking to, every new chat that you create within this project will know everything that needs to about you to be the best assistant possible. So I'm going to show you exactly now how to make that life Bible. So I would start a new chat and go life Bible creation. Now I've already done this before, so you might get a bit confused. So I just need to let it know that I'm doing a mock Bible at this time, so it does the whole exercise properly from start to finish. So in here, you want to guide the AI to come up with the questions that it needs to then provide you with the best life Bible. So there's no point just trying to make them up on your own and giving it that. Like, you're better off letting it actually do the legwork and coming up with what questions to ask. So I would ask it something like this. Hey MetaMic, I have created you as a personal assistant that I would like to help me with my personal life and business. Could you please come up with some questions to ask me so that we can create a life Bible which has all the information about my life that you need to be the best personal assistant possible to help me live a more productive and successful life? All right, so here we are. So we can see that it's come back with a bunch of sections, and inside the sections, it has the specific questions that it would like me to answer. So we have, who are you, your work and business, your personal life, health and energy, how you would like to work with me. Now you can order it to go in more detail if you would like, less detail. Really, this is up to you on how much information you want to give it. But at the end of the day, the more that you give it, the better it will do at being an assistant to you. Now, all I need to do is go through and answer these questions. You can either do the old school way and just type them out. You can use Claude's voice transcriber feature just to read it to it. Or personally, I like to use Whisper Flow, which I might talk about in a later video, as I find it is the best tool available for voice transcription and it just saves so much time. So I'm going to go forward and transcribe all my answers now. My name is Michael Gade. I am 30 years old and based in Melbourne. How would I describe myself in a few sentences? Well, I am creative. I'm an entrepreneur. I love building things and having fun in my spare time. I don't take life too seriously. What do I do for work? I've been running Good Ideas for 4 years. It is a creative studio. We help clients with branding, video content, pretty much like whatever creative projects they need. I will then work with them like a consultant, brief them up on what creative they need, and then bring in a creative to complete the job. And specifically focusing now on helping professional athletes start businesses while they're in the middle of their career instead of waiting for retirement. So I've just skipped through all the rest of the questions and let it do it itself just to save time. And now you can see that Claude or MetaMic is actually now creating the document. So this is where you can just kind of sit back, do whatever what you want to do. You can watch some footy highlights. You can go see the Detroit Pistons if they're in the middle of a game. Just whatever you need to do, just do it while MetaMic goes to work and creates the document.
That's a foul. Musa fouled him.
Ooh, headbutt right there, yeah. Turn with the right hand to the face. Start it all.
All right, so here we have it. The Life Bible is created. You can see all the different sections it's created. We've got the Who Am I, Business and Work, Parallel Ventures, so it goes into detail about everything that I do from my art to Mikey Talk. And then we've got key people that I'm working with and involved in my life, and then how to work with me best. So these are cool as well, where it's like communication style. I do well with direct, casual, warm, and then that's kind of how MetaMic will talk to me. So it's not just about things that I'm doing in my life. It's actually how I want this assistant to work with me to get the best out of me. And yeah, there you have it. So like I said, you can go into a little bit more detail if you want. You can ask it to go further into different sections. If you're happy with this, you just download it. Then head back to the project section. We go into MetaMic and you will upload the Life Bible to this file section. So just click add, upload from device, Mikey Life Bible, open, bang. Now my whole Life Bible is stored in MetaMic's brain. So he is going to be able to help me with whatever I need. So I think that's good for this video. I might come back in future ones and talk about workflow or how I then use chats or different things. But this is the very first step that you need to take to have a personal assistant help you as best as possible.